Hello everyone, this is Juan Bloise here with Washington Interpreters. In this video, I have an update on the WFSE Union's failed contract negotiation with L&I, another major flaw with the ULS platform, and the very important L&I Interpreter survey for you to complete. Now let's get started. Because the WFSE Union has now admitted defeat in their contract negotiations with L&I, and you must be aware of what their leaders want to hide from you. And as always, please remember to pause this video at any time in order to read the information that you see on the screen. This is an image from the Interpreters United public Facebook page posted on July 31st last month. 3 days after I emailed interpreters to inform them that L&I had selected ULS as the apparent successful bidder for the L&I contract, okay? Late to the party, though, the WFSE Union is now attempting to share the news while also covering for and defending the L&I selection. Now, I want you to look at the second paragraph here, basically saying we don't know whether ULS will use the same platform they currently have for HCA jobs or a different one. You see, they're saying this after I exposed serious concerns about the ULS company, including that they don't have a mobile app and that their platform limits user consumption, among other things. But of course, these only means we're screwed as they hope we'll have a successful transition. The truth is that the ULS platform is currently not equipped to handle L&I appointments, as I have already exposed. And if they plan on using a different platform, this only means L&I will allow ULS to develop a new platform with the state's money, while interpreters experience the same issues we've had to endure for the last 2 years with the SOC company. And here is another major flaw with the ULS platform. Just like the SOC company, they do not own the scheduling system they use. They rent it. Once again, ULS does not own their platform. They rent it. Allow me to show you. As you can see in this image, the ULS platform is powered by Force.com, essentially Salesforce, a platform as a service tool, as you can read from the image. Now let's continue. Here you can see the ULS interpreter login page using the Site.com Web Content Management System, or CMS, as currently known for, from Salesforce. So here it is. And as you can see here on the Salesforce platform, Site.com is used by Salesforce. However, if you still have any doubts, well, let's go to LinkedIn. Now, this page here belongs to Shane Horan, a senior Salesforce developer at Universal Language Services, or ULS. As you can see, this confirms ULS uses and rents Salesforce as a platform. They do not own their platform. Now, before we continue, I want to clarify something. This is not an attack on the ULS company. I have nothing against ULS. If anything, I have been contracting with them for years to cover HCA jobs, and I've had a positive experience, as I've said before. The thing is, they're not currently equipped to handle the L&I system. You see, now you know they do not own the platform, they don't have a mobile app, and they limit user consumption. And they have many other issues that I have exposed. And see, we cannot afford to have L&I get a new company like ULS when they don't have a mobile app. They're not ready to handle the L&I system, so they could use the money they're getting from the state to develop their platform. How is that fair for Washington State taxpayers? And furthermore, we're going to have a SOC 2.0 scenario where we have a disaster of a platform because they were not ready to begin with, because they did not own their platform, just like ULS doesn't own their platform. However, L&I and ULS have not finalized their contract yet. And furthermore, I have been informed that Interpreting Works has protested L&I's decision to choose ULS. In light of this, I have created an L&I interpreter survey designed to provide L&I with unbiased feedback from interpreters so they can identify which features interpreters value the most and what improvements are needed in a scheduling system to select the right company. The survey will only take about 5 minutes to complete. Please do it as soon as possible. Because, as you should know by now, the WFSE union is not going to help you with this problem as they have admitted defeat when negotiating with L&I. This is not the first time it's happened, okay? But now they have revealed all of it in this email from August 7th, a few days ago. Let me show you. Here they let you know their negotiations failed, so they had to go to an arbitration hearing for 2 days. Oh, just like the last contract, right? An arbitrator issues a ruling and decides whether to award or deny benefits to the union. The problem is the arbitrator favors the state most of the time. I have shown you this before. This is not new. But if you have any doubts, well, the union here admits it, saying the state insisted, quote, "We were not worth even a penny to increase rates," end quote, regardless of the increased cost of living. The state also refused to change the current language for no-shows and late cancellations, so there was nothing for the interpreters. And of course, L&I also refused to speed up payments for the interpreters. Nice, right? So now you're stuck again with L&I having 2 months or 60 days to pay one single bill. Good job, WFSE. And of course, like following their script, now they tell you it's in the arbitrator's hands right now. And when the arbitrator favors L&I and the state of Washington, the WFSE union leaders will wash their hands and then tell you, well, we did everything we could. You see, we went to the bargaining table. We were there negotiating until late night. You have no idea what it is like. Have you heard that before? It's all the same ruse. And we end up getting nothing all the time. Of course, as in the picture, they will still smile and demand your union dues while delivering no benefits whatsoever for the interpreters. This is your union. In closing, I have a question for you. Do you remember 2 years ago when I, with Washington Interpreters, introduced a bill to the Washington State Legislature requiring L&I by law to pay interpreters on time before approving any claim because we're independent contractors? And that same bill was ensuring pay for no-shows and late cancellations also by law. All of these things that they're supposedly fighting for, okay? I introduced a bill that would have been requiring L&I to do that by law. But the WFSE union lobbied Washington state legislatures to not pass the bill because, well, we're the union, they said, and we're supposed to bargain over these things. We're going to negotiate these things. We don't need a bill to do these things. That's what you have a union for. Well, let me ask you this, in light of everything that's happening. How is that working out for you? You that voted for WFSE, or you that still support this union. See, they laugh. They laugh in your face because they're demanding these union dues, and in their eyes, you're just a useful idiot because you keep on paying union dues for a useless union, promising the same things all over again and never delivering anything. So my last question for you is, are you a useful idiot? And if you are, do you want to continue being a useful idiot for the WFSE union? You decide. Whether you are a DSHS or an L&I interpreter, you do have the right to opt out of the WFSE union and stop paying union dues. We must get rid of this horrible union. So go to optouttoday.com/WFSE1671 to do so and keep your hard-earned money. See you in the next one.